All right, teammates. I'm so excited about sharing with y'all this morning. I love this stuff, boy. You get so much exciting things to learn and grow in different ways to look at stuff. All right. Okay, teammates. We get paid to read these books. We are heavy. I guess I'm about a little more than halfway. It is Mike Krzyzewski, Leading with the Heart, Chapter 10, Handling a Crisis. Now, obviously, he's coaching basketball. You down by 1 with 2 seconds left, and that's a crisis, like, to some degree. But as far as life or death, provide for your family, not so much. But you have to think that way in regard to being excellent and winning, and it kind of transcends every part of your life. All right, listen to this. So I started off, just the example he made with a basketball game. They was down by 1 with 2 seconds left when Duke played Kentucky back in 1992, and they won that game when Christian Laettner hit a buzzer beater. All right. He says, I believe a crisis occurs when it means the most. In business, if you encounter a last-second problem in a $100 deal, it's not really a crisis. But if a hitch occurs at the end of a $1 billion deal, it's a huge crisis. And the worst crisis, and listen to this, and the worse the crisis is, the more people tend to act as individuals rather than as members of a team. They just naturally think, I'm dead, or not necessarily, we're dead. Teammates, when things not going right, people want to scatter and splinter and don't work together. It's not the right answer. You need to get around people that are winning and get closer to them. Like, what are you doing that I'm not? And rather than looking for opportunities, the tendency is to deflate and say, it's over. I'm going to have to find another job because the company won't be here in a couple of months. Time to look out for old number one. I believe God gave us crises for some reason. And it certainly isn't for us to say everything about them is bad. A crisis, listen to this is my point. A crisis can be a momentous time for a team to grow if a leader handles it properly. Growth happens in times of crisis. Teammates, in a lot of cases, crisis can shake up your comfort zone. We wouldn't change if it wasn't a crisis. We moved from Greensboro, North Carolina to Houston. Well, specifically, I moved from North Carolina to Houston initially, rented a house, and all I had in the house was a bed, a couch, and a TV on the floor. And it was nobody. Michelle didn't come until a few months later. Teammates, you talking about a crisis, right? We didn't have anything, any people, any clients, any nothing. So not even a daggum shower curtain in the shower. I didn't move here with like corporate moved me and paid for a moving company and moved all that stuff. Like I got friends in corporate America, they moved with their job and it was all, really their life really didn't even get interrupted that much day to day because they moved everything. I got friends that movers actually take the dishes out of your cabinet at your old house, move it and put the dishes back in your cabinet at your new house. I'm talking about literally, you don't have to do anything. Well, that ain't my life. That wasn't my story. But guess what? Crises make you focus. Crises make you get out of your comfort zone. All right, let's go. Now this is in the same chapter, Handling Crisis. He says, now this is another section in this chapter. He said, truth and trust in relationships. Oh my God, this is huge. He says, one of the things that helped us was the fact that we were already a close, tight-knit group of people. Teammates, listen, relationships can change so rapidly. It's amazing. It's amazing. Look at your life. Go back, look at pictures, group pictures of people that you were with 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you might not even speak to them people no more. Like those people were like, y'all were tight, talked all the time. Now y'all don't never speak. Well, and also and it's probably better that way because you got things shed, seasons change. You need to be around different people. If you probably got the same people in your circle and it hasn't changed at all, it's probably not good, actually. It's probably kind of scary. All right. One of the things that helped us was the fact that we were already a close-knit group of people. Now, obviously, this is college basketball where the teams change literally every year. In fact, a basketball season runs from October to March. So it's like 5-6 months. So really, like these relationships, like far as day-to-day working together, they only probably 7 months, 6-7 months max. So, and he said, and in that very tough situation, we were able to take advantage of the close relationships we had built. Long before we stepped on the court with Kentucky, the trust was already there. When I told the guys what I felt they needed to hear, they knew it was the truth. I have successfully established all important principles that every coach strives for. Instant belief. Now listen to this. Now it's instant belief, but it takes time to get that level of relationship where people believe what you say instantly. Over time, I was able to build up to it. In part, listen to this, and this is my point, by admitting that I was wrong when I screwed up. A leader has to show that he's real. He can make a mistake. Because if the members of the team are supposed to see themselves through the leader's eyes, so does the leader have to see himself as others see him. And my point is, transparency is what leads to trust. Transparency is what leads to trust. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Everybody that we bring into our lives are not perfect. These are people. They make mistakes. You got to be patient. Everybody doesn't learn at the same pace. Everybody doesn't progress at the same rate. Everybody don't ingest information at the same way. Like my coach, John, man, he can consume so much information. He's on every conference call, reading every book, every blah blah. I mean, relentless. And I just like no. I can't do it because if I'm on all these conference calls, it's just too much information. Let me work something for a while. If it don't work, then I go back and listen to another conference call. But just all this information over, and some people can consume it that way and process it, metabolize it, I guess, so to speak. That's my biology background, and turn it into some useful energy. But it doesn't. I don't need all that. I need a plan. And once I get a plan, get a schedule, we're going to tweak it a little bit, and we're going to work hard as we can go in that direction on that. All right. But transparency leads to trust. All right. Last point, and I'm going to let y'all go. This is still under handling crisis. He says, and this is huge too, basically in the direction of never show weakness. You got to show confidence. That's the job of a leader. Never show doubt, hurt, fear. A leader, that's not the same as being transparent about mistakes, by the way. Show the face your team needs to see. A leader has to show, and this is page 157, a leader has to show the face his team needs to see. Because before he utters a word, they see his face. They also see his eyes, even his walk. I'm always aware of how I enter a room. Before a game, I might walk into the locker room quickly with a spring in my step and a smile on my face. As I come in, I might say something like, hey, we're going to be really good tonight. In fact, we're going to be great tonight. Whatever I say after that will not be as important as how I look to them. Did he really mean it? Yeah, look at his face. He really meant it. We might be great tonight. Hey, listen, this is the point. A good leader presents an image that gives confidence to his team. And I make it a point to transform that image to the players by encouraging them to walk right, stand right, look good. Teammates, listen, all of that matters. Body language, everything matters. When you are exuding confidence. Your body language, your appearance, your tonality, the pace that you walk. Leaders walk fast. Leaders are in a hurry. Leaders got somewhere to go. Leaders don't have a whole bunch of time to waste. Leaders got things to do. Leaders set the agenda. Leaders keep moving forward. Everything matters when you are exuding confidence to your team. All right, teammates, when that's your goal. I love this. Ooh, I'm just telling you, teammate. I'm reading this book for me. If y'all don't get not one idea out of it, God bless you. Hopefully the next book you'll get some out of it. But I'm reading this for me. This gives me so much energy and changes my perspective on what we need to do to grow our business. I really, truly believe it does. It can help you and blesses you too. We'll run this spell again tomorrow.